fix one small detail and then also alert the Discord bell gang that we are now alive. So 1 small second. Is this saved? Of course it's not saved. That would be preposterous. Okay, that's good. Gotta copy this. Gotta add it to this. Ah, no, wrong thing. And alright, this hopefully should work. It does. Fantastic. Now we have everybody in.
Hooray!
And now I'm gonna stow them all away in folders so I don't have to scroll through all of my sources all the time. There we go. All of you are on the feed reacting. That is good. Let me go and at the bell gang.
Dude, nasty.
I'm gonna lay it on my dice, and then I'm gonna need.
Okay, so for everybody who wasn't here, I rolled all of my d20s, all 6 of them, just to see how it was gonna go. Not a single one of them was above a 10.
Nice.
You love to see it.
Woo!
That sucks.
Let me get sound alerts up before it yells at me again, but it's gonna yell at me anyway, so what's even the point?
What is even the point?
Exactly. There we go. Kira's in the chat. How's it going, Kira?
Hello, Kira.
Alright. So, now is the time for one of you all to score some brownie points by giving us a recap for inspiration.
Nose goes.
There we go, it's on the screen. Alright, who wants to recap?
I can do it.
Alright.
Yeah, we're locked.
Yeah! Okay, so us 4 adventurers had a dream about being on a cliff with 7 other people. We all had the same dream, and we all woke up in the Gilded Dragon. We have no idea how we got there. So, we ordered drinks and food and all, and this guy came in and asked us if we wanted to guard his caravan and come with him to Par's Crossing. So we did that, and we made it there without much trouble, except for, one statue trying to kill us. And we are now in Par's Crossing, and some of our party members just found out that the guy who we did the job for was, strapped to the teeth with guns and such, and that we had delivered illegal silver. And that's pretty much it.
Woo, smuggling.
Alright, that's 1 inspiration point to Zeph. Some small details that need to be enunciated. The name of this man was Radovan Barker. He introduced himself as a coachman. And the cargo that you are moving is illegal silver. Silver is banned in Par's Crossing. So, that's where you all left off. Radovan leaving the warehouse, locked, of course, while you are all outside of it in the slums of Par's Crossing. And this is where you all may take the floor.
Alright.
So,
go ahead.
So, what now?
Toadstool is going to pull out his rune stones. Where are we at the moment, actually?
You're in the slums next to the warehouse full of silver in Pars Crossing.
Are we outside?
Yes.
I'd just like to make a perception check.
Okie dokie.
Oh.
Natural 1.
Hey.
Natural 1.
Natural 1. I don't know what my modifier is, but let's just leave it at natural 1.
Oh, that sucks.
The natural thing that you try to perceive, which is natural effects, I'm assuming is what you're looking for. You try to hone in on any signs, but you are quickly enveloped by the just overall loudness that is the people around you. It's almost equatable to maybe perhaps a panic attack, as the voices just keep getting louder, but yet they're not getting closer.
Yeah. Yeah, no, Toadstool's not gonna have a good time. He's gonna start like shutting down and like shrinking back as much as possible. He's going to be as out of the way as he can be. Just like sort of if he can, he's gonna press himself almost flat against the wall.
You all right, Toadstool?
No. Too crowded. Don't like it. No.
Should we try to find somewhere more secluded?
Toadstool just like starts nodding furiously.
Okay.
So tavern or an inn? Maybe try and find a place to bed down for the night.
Yeah.
Alright. So you all try to find a tavern or an inn. Is there any particular one that you all would look for? Or
One that doesn't look particularly busy.
just a quiet one, maybe? Would you be looking for like a more well-kept one, or maybe a poorer side one?
I'm gonna ask everybody else that.
Makes no difference to me. As long as we can get somewhere so Toadstool can get some quiet.
Alright.
As long as there is a roof over our heads, I don't mind how cheap it is.
Alright. 4-1 it is. Let's go.
Alright, give me a D100.
Oh, me?
Anybody?
$57.
57, okay.
56.
56? Okay. So, you make your way to a rather ramshackled inn. It's a small wooden building with a poorly thatched roof. Accommodations consist of straw mats near the hearth. Very quiet place, only a few patrons. Probably only around 8.
Now it's much quieter. Toadstool's gonna like calm down a little bit, and he's gonna make his way over to a table, and he's just gonna start like sort of sifting through his bags of things, looking for the right set, and eventually he's gonna pull out the bones, and he's just going to toss them on the table and interpret them. So yeah, how do you want me to do that? Or is that just something you want me to decide?
We can do high or low.
High or low?
Yes.
All right. Things were seeming a little rough earlier for Toadstool, so I'm gonna go low.
Gonna go low. You roll out your bones, and they situate themselves in a very orderly fashion, and it makes you happy.
Okay. Toadstool gathers up his bones, and his mood is visibly better.
Is there like a bar or somewhere where, like
Yes.
the innkeeper is?
Yeah, the innkeeper is at the bar. It is a female elf, and they She appears to have been side-glancing you all as you've been walking in.
Oh, hello. How are you?
Yes, what can I offer you all?
Rooms. 2 rooms. Is that
Rooms?
alright with you guys? 2 rooms? Yeah.
Alright, 2 rooms. That will be 4 copper.
We have any copper?
You all got paid, I hope.
I-
Break a silver.
Yeah, we might have to break some.
Yeah, go ahead and just do that. We're not gonna... We don't need to roleplay that out. And so, yep, you guys get your rooms. Small, almost, like, large closet-like rooms with straw mats. Not a very good place.
Oh well.
How well is Grim fitting in this room?
If Grim so choosed, he could, touch both sides of the wall. At the same time.
Sounds about right.
Could he touch the ceiling?
Oh, yes. His
Hunched
head
over it,
is,
yeah.
like, at... Like, yeah, he would have to hunch a little bit anyway.
Does it at least look dry?
Oh, yeah.
Grim's gonna look around the room, then look at Toadstool. Well, at least it's dry.
That's just kind of like nods.
Do you need anything? Food? Drink?
Toastal just kind of like looks around. Shakes his head. And then he starts to settle down on the ground. He's just gonna... He's gonna settle down and he's gonna start writing in his notebook.
Alright, is there gonna be any other nighttime actions for the party?
I don't think so.
Yeah, I'm good.
Okay. Oh,
Not really.
not really? Okay. So the night will pass and you all wake up in your tavern. And it's a brand new day in Par's Crossing. You can do with this day as you will.
So what is the plan?
Well, you all got a bit of pocket change now.
Yeah.
Toastal's going to... I guess he's gonna wake up and he's going to look at Grim. And I assume Grim is not in any way, shape, or form asleep.
A long rest is 8 hours, right?
Correct.
Yeah, no,
Yeah.
Grim's up. He's just kind of staring at the wall, kind of cleaning his great axe.
Toadstool is just going to like slowly come up, and he's just gonna like tug on your sleeve and say,
Hmm?
Grim. Grim,
Yeah.
what next? Where to go?
Not too sure. I don't think I've been out this way before. But if I'm being honest, the people we've been traveling with, I wouldn't mind sticking with them, at least for a bit longer. They seem capable enough.
Yes.
What about you? Any idea of where we should go?
Need supplies.
Supplies?
Yes. To right.
To right.
Yes.
I'm sure we can find someplace.
Good. Good.
Hmm.
And Toadstool's going to like start getting up and gathering his things.
Mhm. Grim's gonna get up and go, pound on the door of Zeph and I know his name, Quazir's room. Just wake up.
Oh. Oh. Oh, it's you. How did you sleep?
Decent enough.
Yeah, there's not much to be said for the scythes, but that's what we paid for.
Yep, I've definitely slept in worse.
Agreed.
Toadstool needs to run into town to buy some supplies. Figured it'd be
Alright,
worth asking if you two would like to join.
I would love to. I don't really have much else going on.
I wouldn't mind to join too.
Shopping.
Right.
Alright, so what shop are you all trying to shop at?
Toadstool is going to immediately look for like a bookshop or a parchment or like writing utensil. An office supply store. Toadstool's looking for his staples.
Alright, investigation check to find a medieval staples.
Medieval staples.
That's actually the wrong
Um,
phrasing, a gothic staples.
A gothic, yes. You said investigation?
Yes.
Hey, that's +5. Okay, that's a 24. I will get my gothic staples.
You will, in fact, get a gothic staples.
Fuck yeah.
1 second. Do. One second. There's gotta be. How do I do this before I forget? Eventually, yeah, you will find.
Previously going through downtown.
You eventually will find what appears to be a rather lavish bookstore towards the market of the town. It is a very finely built establishment with different kinds of gargoyles set on the roof, even. And it is actually a really impressive place.
So is going to sheepishly enter.
Grim's gonna follow and just
He-
kind of stay behind him.
Okay.
Toadstool particularly does not like the gargoyles.
So inside you will find a human who he seems just incredibly bored at the counter, like he appears to just be half asleep. And as for patrons, there are a few people in some rather fine robes perusing different aisles of the bookstore, all of them deep in reading the books that they have taken off the shelves. There is a very dim lantern light coming from many sconces in this area, though it still remains a rather dark place.
Do I clearly like see any areas that are set aside for like, supplies as opposed to like finished products and books?
Situated near the vendor operating the table is a number of shelves and tables that have odds and ends, quill collections, inkwells, parchments, and all of that.
Okay. Toadstool is going to immediately make his way over to there, and he is going to stand on his tippy tip toes since he is about as tall as the table. And he is going to look for some ink, a stylus of some kind, and an additional notebook.
All right. Those supplies will, for the sake of not stalling for 10 minutes to look at the exact amount inside the PHB, so nobody at me when I tell the wrong price here, it'll probably be going around. It's a rather nice place, so the supplies aren't exactly economy. It would probably be around maybe 3 silver for a couple of quills, 2 inkwells, and a book. A blank book.
Just 3 silver.
3 silver, yes, and you can. It's fancy ink, as well. Fancy quills, as well. They kind of got a little bit of a flair to them, Not exactly like really fancy, but kind of like that kind of fancy that makes you feel like it's fancy, but it's not actually fancy.
Fancy that's just suitable enough for spell books.
Yes.
Yeah. Okay. That's what we need. Okay, so yeah, I'll go ahead and dole out the money for that. Toadstool doesn't really care about money.
Yeah.
And then Toadstool is good.
All right. All right, you make your purchase as the vendor lazily charges you and stuff like that. And so yeah, you get your materials.
Awesome.
Can I look for a book?
Yeah, of course.
Okay. So I'm gonna peruse the shelves, looking through, see anything looks interesting to me, stands out, and I wouldn't say that I'm looking for anything specific, but then I see a book, and
So you're just looking for any particular book that would strike your fancy? Or something in particular? Maybe something kind of arcane or divine?
yeah, I'd say.
Okay. You find a collection of scrolls in a neat basket next to one of the shelves. And you sift through them, and they are actually instructions on how to cast a spell one time by consuming the parchment.
What spells are there?
Of a general perusing, you can see spells such as. Would you be more interested in the divine ones or the arcane ones?
Probably divine.
I'll be right back. I'm gonna go kill my dogs.
Okie dokie. So, on the more economy end, you would find things like Cure Wounds, Hold Person, and stuff of that like. You also find things like Good Berry, Bark Skin, Flaming Sphere, stuff of that nature as well.
I'm gonna make a note of it, but decide not to get any.
Okay.
And can I roll investigation to find? I'm trying to think of the way to say that. Find like a book on like history,
On history.
yeah, like a history of like nearby places.
Yes, of course. You can roll investigation for that.
Okay. I just realized my investigation is -1, but I'm just gonna roll with it. 8.
8. With that, you can find information on history books of the let's see, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. The 6 city-states of the Decadent Coast.
Which city states?
Grunwald, the Rouge Coast, Pars Crossing, Gull Hill, Appleton's Delta, and the Cerulean City.
I'll take it.
Alright. Are you gonna buy that book?
Yeah.
That will be, let's see, 5 silver.
Alright. Pleasure doing business with you.
Absolutely. And is that it for the book shopping?
I actually would like to look for one book and
Okay.
a couple of supplies. I would like to a book about cooking, and for the supplies I want a chalk, a parchment, and a quill and ink.
Okay, so just general supplies for writing and a cookbook. Cookbooks are relatively easy to find. Go ahead and give me an investigation check.
$11.
11. Okay. As you peruse around the cookbooks, one grabs your eye because it is rather decorative and kind of in your face. It is a seafood cookbook from what appears to be a rather notable adventurer from the Rouge Coast. And inside of it are a bunch of very well done illustrations of the food along with the following recipes for it. Most of them are seafood themed.
This will do. This will do.
Alright, I'm gonna try and get the name of that guy quick. One second. This is not helpful. One second. Let me check my post-it note. Yeah, it is Borgo's 100 Ways to Prepare Seafood. That is the name of the book. And then yeah, that book plus the supplies will run you 7 silver.
7?
7, yes. 2 for the supplies, 5 for the book.
Okay.
And then yeah, does Grim want to purchase anything from this fine establishment?
You think Grim can read? Nah, Grim doesn't need any books.
Grim does not need any books. Alright. And so, you guys are free to do whatever you wish inside of Pars Crossing.
Postal is just going to settle himself on Grim's shoulder like normal and start copying the recipe from the tincture that he made the other day from the back of his spell book into his new book, which is going to become his recipe and research book.
Fantastic.
Yes. Many books. Many books.
I guess Grim's just gonna start walking through Pars Crossing, just kind of looking for anything interesting.
Anything interesting in Pars Crossing? Okay.
Yeah.
So,
Something that stands out.
something that stands out. There is one notable thing as you walk about Pars Crossing. One being the people. The people here are incredibly uh, diverse, and they're always going somewhere. This is a very incredibly high point of travel within the Decadent Coast. Decadent Coast itself is a place that very much values its exports, and the only way to the Decadent Coast is through Pars Crossing. You see a number of merchants traveling wares, trying to sell some off the side, and a lot of adventurers guarding these caravans, or hanging out around taverns looking for work, even doing manual labor such as repairing walls, repairing facades. One thing that does also spark notice as you walk around, there is a ruin near the center of the city, what appears to be a very old temple that is no longer being managed. There is no signs of reconstruction efforts, there is no sign of anything. It's just merely broken.
What a terrible fate to befell a temple.
What vibe does this give Toadstool?
Very bad.
Very bad.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, Toadstool does not like.
You guys have any ideas of what we should do?
Avoid.
Well, perhaps. Well, I would like to know a little bit more of the temple. If
It's old.
Hmm.
yeah, it's all, but like, who has worship in that temple? Why it was abandoned? The history of that place. I would like to know.
You want to investigate the origin of the temple. You can go up to explore it if you want, or you can ask nearby people.
I think asking first will be the wisest move.
Okay. Give me investigation check as you try to scan the crowds for somebody who may look kind of local, or someone who may be old enough to remember what this temple used to be.
8.
8. With that, you spot a nearby street vendor. They're selling raw produce, and they seem like the best bet out of anybody to get information.
Hello, sir. I wanted to ask a couple of questions.
Oh, yeah, sure. Go right ahead.
I uh, what what happened to to that temple up there?
Oh, that one. That was. It fell before my time, actually. That was a temple to Radimir the Great. He was one of the greater angels of this realm. However, much like most of them, they fell a very long time ago. Since supporters dropped out, the funding dropped out, and much like many other temples around this land, it's fell into disrepair.
I see. I okay. So, mm, thank you very much for that for responding to that question.
Mhm.
My second question is, does this um deity um look kind of like an so Quisier describes the statue that attacked us on the way here?
Sorry, what you're asking? Something about a statue?
Uh, the statue that attacked us on our way here. I want to describe it to this person, and what I'm trying to ask is
I
if
understand, yes.
she's
I mean, Well, I'm assuming what you encountered there was a gargoyle, and they often made gargoyles out of the angels as a way to ward off any sort of demons that may want to have influence in where they constructed them. However, due to the Great Purge of the Gods back a long time ago, these gargoyles no longer had a attachment to the area they were with. They no longer had the divine connection, but they still had the sentience. Most of them went mad and now prey off of people who come to these ruins.
Ah, I see. Thank you very much
Mm-hmm.
for your time. And Quisir gives him a silver.
He smiles and thanks you.
And so Quisir returns to the party.
Alright, you walk over and you relay everything you heard to the party. What do you all do with this information?
Only if they ask.
Oh, only if they ask. Are you guys gonna ask?
No.
I'm still too busy worrying.
Actually, Grim's gonna look at Quizir and just like, more than anything.
Well, it seems that that temple is from a deity that lost his followers. And I asked, and it seems that gargoyles are a little more common than I thought. Hello?
Yes, we heard that. Let's see. Does
Yeah.
anybody have anything to say towards that?
Wonder if there are any in there.
It is possible.
Maybe that's why it's still a ruin. Maybe the guards or whoever's in charge here. Maybe there's some money to be made if we could go in and clear out whatever's in there. If there is
Ah.
anything in there.
You read my mind.
We already have some experience fighting these things. Wouldn't hurt to ask. Guess we could go look for a job posting. Like a job board or something.
You're gonna go to a job board?
Yeah.
Alright.
Job board, bounty board. Wherever someone would post something about work.
Yeah. With a place like this, there's absolutely one of those. Probably always in eyesight.
Mhm.
So, as a result, go ahead and give me an investigation check.
May I give him the help
You can give him help, yes.
action?
I appreciate that. That's a 16.
A 16. You find a job board outside of a nearby inn. On it are a number of general postings of general labor, some hunting requests, and general stuff like that. There's also one or two, perhaps, guard-sponsored dungeon delves to clear nearby areas of hostile creatures. And as you look around these, give me a perception check.
22.
22. As you skim these, you hear footsteps approaching from your left.
Grim's gonna look over his shoulder and see.
Is Toadstool still on his shoulder?
Yeah, this entire time. Yeah.
Then
Grim's just letting him work.
does
All right.
Toadstool pick up on any of this?
Probably not.
So
You
He's probably
Dead to the
above
world.
you immediately hear these footsteps, and you recognize them, and you snap your head directly towards where you heard them, and you catch a familiar person who was not expecting you to notice him so quickly, and you also catch his face before he has time to compose himself. You see walking towards you at some distance, Rodovin Barker.
Hey.
And he is staring directly at you with a hungry grin.
Ugh.
Hmm.
And as soon as he notices that you turn your head, he kind of stifles a bit, and then devolves into a smirk as he waves towards you.
Well, look who it is. I'm gonna like draw the party's attention. So like, I'll like point at him. I guess Grim's gonna wave back as well.
It's Radovan.
Hey, how's it going? Couldn't notice that you guys were looking at that there job board. I was just moseying along down with the carriage, and it's hard to miss you for, so. So you're still
Yeah.
looking for work, huh?
Yeah, never hurts to get some more coin in our pockets.
Now, so, you could take one of those postings, sure, but all of those are independent. Why don't you take another one from me, and earn a bit of reputation amongst all other people, so that you may perhaps can avoid the independent work. Keep it a little bit more cushy up here with the rest of us.
What do you have in mind?
Oh, it's nothing too big at all. There's just we got a rather different request. We need to, go on a hunt.
A hunt.
Yes,
What kind
yes.
of hunt?
Well, you see, this
Yeah.
is perhaps why I may have noticed you all rather sooner than later, because you see, we are hunting some rather dangerous game, and seeing how you all handled yourselves with that gargoyle so exceptionally well, I thought I wouldn't be able to live myself without at least giving you guys the first pickings at the job.
Very considerate of you.
Oh yes, I am very naturally a considerate person at heart.
That sound good to the rest of you guys?
Toadstool like kind of looks up from his book for the first time, like sees Radovan, and he kind of like jumps a little bit and almost falls off of Grim's shoulder.
You good to do another job, buddy?
Yes.
Hmm.
More money.
Money. Well, we're in. Zeph,
Yeah.
Wazir?
Well,
I'm in.
we could postpone the temple for now.
Temple's not
We
going
can always
anywhere.
come back to that. Hopefully.
Hmm.
Not
Radovan audibly laughs.
so.
Alright then.
Alright, then it's settled. Well, how about I get you all equipped today, and then we set out first thing in the morning tomorrow?
Yeah.
Alright, well, go ahead and follow me. We will give you all your proper accommodations, get you your proper equipment. As you see, the game that we are fighting has a particular theme to it. And so, he walks straight towards the temple.
Oh.
Uh.
Ah.
Oh.
Interesting choice.
Killing two birds with one stone, I guess. Or
Toadstool is just going to like put his books away and just like hold plat as they move towards the temple.
like we follow Rodovin into the temple.
All right.
Yeah.
He walks right in like he owns the place. And going through the dilapidated temple, you can definitely tell that it's been abandoned for a very long time. The pews are rotted and mossy, and all the windows are broken, and you can even see that of the shards that still remain on the windowsills, the points are much more thinner than the bases, which appear to be a lot more thicker in terms of the stained glass. And so, with that, Rodovin walks towards where a lectern would be posted at a higher elevation's temple. And on top of that elevated platform, he raises a hatch.
Which still does not like. Which still does not like it all.
Where exactly are you taking us, Rodovin?
Oh, to my home. You see, I'm all about cost efficiency. Cost efficiency is where the real wealth develops. And so, when the Parliament of Pars Crossing had some rather cheap land for sale within the city, I thought it'd be a prime opportunity to perhaps cut down on the costs of my housing, as well as the cost of what they fine me per year. And with that, he steps down into the hatch.
Can I insight check to make sure he's not lying about where he's going?
Sure.
Four.
4. I mean, agreement makes sense. Like,
Yeah.
cheap. I mean, it's economic. I mean, you don't need too much to, so you might as well just use what you can.
Yeah, he's speaking my language.
All right. Do you follow Rodovin down the hatch in the dilapidated temple?
I'm gonna look at Toadstool, see if he's. I can already tell. I can tell he's freaking out, but it's like, you think you'll be able to hold together till we get our equipment together?
It's just he kind of squints and then slowly nods.
You know I've always got your back.
Yes.
I guess, yeah, Grim's gonna make his way down.
All right. You all make your way down into the basement of this dilapidated temple, which is considerably more well maintained than the top. Messy, yes, but dilapidated and ruined, no. It actually looks like a rather nice place. In terms of upkeep, furniture-wise, there's crates and tables and all of the sort, but you don't see any standard like bed, couch, chairs, anything like that. I'm just seeing what you do see what appears to be a woodworking table along with a few boxes of assorted parts. Something a little staticky on my end.
You said a lot of like parts.
Parts, yes. Or materials is a better word to use. Stuff like wire coiling, blocks of wood, metal hinges, nails, bolts.
What were they used for?
You're asking Radovan what the parts are for?
Yeah.
Oh, I get rather bored down here in between trade routes. I often try to busy myself with woodworking and the like. Keep the guns well maintained, keep them clean, maybe even try and explore a few other avenues in terms of how to fire ginormous balls of lead towards people. And so, Radovan will lead you all into a side room, which appears to be more like a storeroom than anything else. There are no discernible bedrolls or straw mats or anything of the like. And he tells you, oh, make yourselves at home, be my guest.
Huh. It's very homey.
Cost efficient.
So, is there any like are there chairs, or is it a pretty bare room with just a bunch of boxes in it?
Crates, barrels, anything like that. Net stuff like that. You could probably get pretty creative if you wanted to in terms of lodging.
Yeah, I guess Grim's gonna walk over to a box that he thinks can probably support him and act as a chair and sit down.
You find a rather good one, and with a little bit of a creak, you manage to sit down. And Radovan's gonna give you guys some time. You can ask him any questions and stuff like that. I am currently looking up just a small detail for the next hour of the session. Which I believe we have 1 hour. Yes, we have 1 hour and 10 minutes.
So, what exactly are we getting equipment-wise, you said?
Some proper protection must be in order so I don't lose you all so quickly out there. And he is going to... He is going to step out of the room that he showed you all and go over to the crates of parts, stuff like that, and sift and rifle through, tossing some things askew and stuff like that. And eventually, he'll pull out 4 goggles. Now, see here, big guy. I don't exactly know if yours will do the trick, but it better be safe than sorry. You all, I recommend highly to wear these. And he shows them out, and from a distance you can tell at least that these are rather crude. They weren't made by a tailor or a leather maker, and as well as they have circles for lenses, and one side is completely reflective like his, and the other side is completely see-through.
So, what exactly are we hunting, Radovan?
We are not hunting beasts. We are hunting something rather more sinister, rather more troublesome to the people around here. We are hunting what we all classify as monstrosities.
Oh.
What type of monstrosity?
There's a rather nasty flock of mutated, distorted, weird-looking avian creatures that reportedly have been turning villagers to stone, which is rather bad for business for us, so we're gonna take some freelance work to handle the problem ourselves.
So what are the goggles for?
Well, Reports say that these creatures turn people to stone. So, as they told us in the books about the Medusa and the Gorgons, mirrors always come in handy. And thankfully, in our time, we managed to have these glorious little contraptions that allow us to see through, and for them to not see in.
You said only one of the lenses was like reflective, right?
Yes, one side of the lenses are reflective.
Oh, one side of the lenses. I thought
One
you meant
side.
like one lens.
No,
Like
one
front and
side
back,
of the
not left
lens.
and right.
Yes.
Okay.
So it's like a two-way mirror, basically.
No, a one-way mirror. There's two sides, but one way.
Oh yeah. I forgot what that was.
These handy contraptions are actually one of the many reasons why we smuggled the silver here.
Oh, that's what they're made out of.
And so he'll hand them to you. And he, at this time, with all the shopping that happened and exploring the city and walking around, it probably would be getting close to evening. So you all are free to do as you will in your lavish housing. And you can ask Radovan any questions or maybe take a look at his routine down here.
Grim's gonna try and put on the goggles. Is there any issue with that, or?
No, there's no issue there. They look kind of funny, but they do the job.
Grim's gonna put them over his eyes, kind of look around and make sure he can't like that they're on right, and he's just gonna put them like lift them up onto his lift them up and put them resting on like his hood on the top of his head. All right.
Crystal's gonna put his on almost immediately.
Yeah. Zet's put hers on as well, and then sit down and start going through the book that she bought.
Cool.
Does Radovan leave the room again?
Radovan goes to his open room. It should be said that this layout is in fact one large central room, and then two branching rooms on either side. The one he showed you was the storeroom, the one that you are now in. The doorway leads into Radovan's room.
So he's not in his room, he's in the central one?
He's in the central one, yes.
So, out of character, when we're thinking about the party name, do we want to do something related to mirrors?
Yeah.
That's a good question.
Maybe.
You have an idea?
No, I was just throwing that concept out there. Me be creative. Ridiculous.
I know. I should have expected as much.
Exactly.
Grim's gonna continue sitting for a while, just kind of relaxing. Eventually, he's gonna get up and kind of walk out to see what Radovan's doing.
Radovan is at his table, and he appears to be doing general maintenance on his guns.
Grim's just gonna kind of observe for a bit.
He observed for a bit. He starts with two rather small pistols, taking them apart, oiling mechanisms, cleaning out barrels, polishing the wood. Then he moves on to the larger pistols. Then he moves on to the rest of the crossbows and daggers, darts, and other things like that. And eventually he'll pull out the musket that he once showed you that had the sights on. He'll do general maintenance to that one too. And as you do notice, when he does pull out the musket, it is from his satchel and you know physics, and you know that the whole thing cannot fit in the satchel, but yet it came out of it like it did.
Hmm. You're a very interesting man, Radovan.
Oh, I could say the same to you, big guy.
So, clearly you do a little bit of everything.
Mm-hmm.
Anything specific that you, I guess, is your claim to fame?
Claim to fame. Well, I'm not sure I want to show off the good stuff right off the bat, you know. Sometimes claim to fame should not exactly be in the limelight. It should be something to perhaps keep on the down low.
I can understand that. That's an interesting satchel you got there.
Oh yes, it's in terms of convenience, there is nothing like a bag of holding. It is the most I can't live without it. It seems like with the way it works, it's quite fascinating, you see. Guns don't degrade down there. The oil does not go bad. It's like there is no air down there, and it's quite fascinating. It's a perfect place to store things.
I take it can hold a bit then, just by the name itself.
Oh, absolutely. I certainly haven't found a limit to it.
I would ask what all you keep in there, but I think I have a pretty good idea.
Oh, absolutely.
Certainly are a very dangerous and prepared man, Radovan. I gotta say, it makes me like you a whole lot more.
In these times, you never know what can happen.
Couldn't have said it truer myself.
And if there are any other questions for Radovan, you all may ask them. If not, we will go into the morning.
Yep. I am good.
Yeah, I'm good.
Alright. What was that?
I'm alright. I don't have anything to add.
Okay. You all will wake up from your probably stiff rest, as no bedding or anything like that was accommodated to. Some of you probably more stiff than others. Um, you wake up and there is nobody in your room, the adjacent room. There's nobody.
Do we hear
Right.
anything?
You hear nothing.
Is the door closed that separates our like storage room from the main?
Yes, that is probably closed.
Is the quiet like something that we'd find off-putting? Like, is it a? Because like if you're sitting, like if you're sitting alone, quiet is normally a good thing. But if you in this situation, is it like off-putting that it's like dead quiet? Bad feeling.
No, it's not that. There
Yeah.
is ambience. If you wanted to,
Okay.
you could probably hear maybe a rat or something like that. It's just that you
Okay.
do not hear anybody else awake or inside of the room adjacent to you. So I'm assuming you all will wake up, and if you do go into the adjacent room, you will find nobody there.
Is the door to Rodovan's room shut?
Yes.
Okay. Grim's gonna walk over to the his like Rodovan's like workbench area,
Mm-hmm.
and he's just gonna like, he's gonna poke around a little bit, just see if there's
Alright.
anything interesting.
Around there you find schematics for different kinds of things. In particular, one would be the lenses that you are in fact wearing, how they are made, and the stuff of that. Things for general maintenance of pistols, stuff like that. Instructions on how to take apart and reattach certain things. If you want to do an investigation check, I may be able to give you something extra, but that is the most of what you can do by skimming.
It's not quite polite to go scrounging through everything.
Mhm.
And Grim likes Rodovin, so he doesn't want to piss him off. He's just gonna walk back over to the group. Hey, you guys still good to do this hunt?
Of course.
Crystal hasn't taken off the goggles, and he's just like sitting there holding his frog. And then the frog just kind of disappears, and he stands up and dusts himself off, and then nods.
Is it
Say,
good?
Alright, if that's it, I'm assuming you all make your way up from the temple. And outside, you see Rodovin already packed up the carriage and ready to go. He is sitting on the driver's end, whistling a tune, hat on his head, and dingy overcoat.
I take it we're ready to head out then?
Ah, yes. I've been waiting for you all to wake up. We should still make some rather good time. The village we need to investigate is not that far, probably only a 2-hour ride or so.
Huh. Alright. I guess we're gonna load up.
Alright. If you all load up inside of the carriage, you all will make your way out of the city. And he'll explain a bit more. The reports that they received were active. Guard patrols reporting in of a village being harassed by these creatures. It is not there are sightings of them, it is the fact that they are present and something needs to happen. As of right now, the guards have done nothing to try and make an effort to get rid of them. And you all continue down the road. I'll take a look at the world map here and pull you all with it. You all would probably be going in this direction, towards the Feywild away.
Peace.
And so if there's anything you want to ask of Rodovin at this time, you may.
So you said the guards haven't done anything?
No, they usually keep it open for a couple of days before they actually go in and handle the issue to give anybody the opportunity to make some money off of it. Makes their jobs easier and it makes our pockets fatter, so it's only a win-win. Well, except for the people who were at the village, they are in fact still probably under attack, and this delay is actually probably heavily affecting the life count of the village, but hey, what can you do?
Who is...
Zeph,
Good, Warlock.
no, you go first. Go first. I can do it after.
Who exactly rules over, like, Pars Crossing in this village?
Oh, well, you see, it is one of many parliament members that rule over Pars Crossing. There are 6 of them in all, and all of them like to say they rule over all the Decadent Coast. However, they really only control their respective corners. However, it does not stop workflow and administrative work to be incredibly slow around these parts. But the Decadent Coast is the only thing we really have to some kind of semblance of unity anymore in these parts. Everybody seems to be fighting for themselves at this time. The days of empires have long since been gone, and nobody can seem to do anything to actually unite under a singular cause.
Just seems inefficient.
Oh,
for
absolutely.
These guards to not care. Or I guess to not be ordered to go take care of the problem. Have to outsource it to us.
Oh, I think it's rather cozy. Sit back in the barracks for a few days before even handling the issue. Half the time the issue's already handled, they're sitting on cozy jobs. All the wives are telling their kids to become town guards these days.
Means they're lazy.
Mm-hmm. And as you're having this conversation...
So, while this is...
Oh, sorry, go ahead.
No, it's okay.
No. This is side detail. Go for it.
No, it's okay.
Nope, go for it.
It's fine. So while this is going on, can I have, like, the members of the party... Is it okay if I ask them to make a perception check?
Sure. All of us?
Yeah, all four, 3 of you guys.
I
15.
I forgot music. I'm an absolute fool. I'm so sorry.
24.
No, it's okay.
I got a 10.
Oh, okay. Anyone 15 or above, Steve.
I do not.
Zeph sort of tense up at the mention of the village. And anybody over 20 sees that she is, like, shaking with fear.
Are you okay, Steph?
Oh, I'm fine. Don't worry about me.
There's no point in lying about it. What's on your mind?
Just, I hope we get there in time to make sure that everyone is okay. And I hope too many people haven't died yet.
Well, with how inefficient these guards are, I don't hold high hopes. But suppose we can at least do what we can.
That's true.
We'll help everyone that we can when we get there.
Toadstool's eyes are just like following the conversation from person to person to person, and he's just like, just kind of shrugs. Man, a few words, but many expressions.
This adventure does not take long, and you'll notice that every now and then, Radovan pulls out a sling. And with a bag of pellets, he'll casually just twirl the sling and strike a bird. Every now and then. You'll hear the squawk, and then the thud. And then it happens most maybe in that 2-hour journey, probably around 3 times.
Each time, does Toadstool know what kind of bird was hit?
Give me a nature check at advantage because he does it 3 times.
Is he targeting a specific kind of bird? Jesus. Oh, it's a 10.
With a 10, you recognize it's the same bird, but you're not sure.
Can I, like, peek out the window?
Sure.
Do I know? Can I like see the bird?
Yeah, you would be able to see it.
Can I figure out what it is that way?
Yeah, because it's the same as last time he did this. A raven.
It's like a small sigh of relief from Toadstool as he settles back down into the carriage.
Hmm.
And eventually, you'll make it to the village. I wonder if I have an appropriate battle map set.
Ooh, battle map.
I do not.
Uh,
How screwed up
well,
is the village?
probably pretty screwed up.
So we're going to use a blank page for this unfortunate. Now, you guys can passively draw the village as we go. How about that? The village
Oh, okay.
looks to be intact. There's no smoke plumes. There's no broken windows or anything like that. However, you don't see anybody outside.
Does Radovan like take the carriage into the village proper, or does he stop outside?
Sorry, I'm getting stuff. That was
Okay.
my fault. He takes it just outside the village.
Toadstool's passively just going to like pull out his wand and hold it in his hand.
All right.
Now that we're here, Grim's gonna flip the other pair of goggles down over his own.
Okay.
Toadstool still hasn't taken his off.
Oh, that's why that happened. Let's see. Radovan climbs on top of his carriage and pulls out that musket once more. And with the sights that he uses, he scans the village.
See anything?
It shouldn't be too big of an issue. I'm sure all you four got it. If you need me, I will be in the carriage. And he's gonna step inside. And if you wait long enough, you will in fact hear a snore. And you are on the outskirts of this lovely looking village.
Do we see any of these avian creatures anywhere?
Perception check.
Okay, okay, that's good. That's 23.
23. You hear them. It
I'll be right
sounds
back.
like clucking, but it sounds wrong. It sounds like almost like a half hiss as well. And eventually, when you turn one street corner of this village, you will see 3 of the creatures and 1 statue.
How
Not
big are
as
these
cool.
creatures?
They are, in fact, chicken-sized, and I'm going
Oh.
to drop their image down below in Table A chat.
I have returned. What's going on?
Oh my god.
We're fighting chickens.
You're fighting
Chickens.
chickens.
We're fighting scary.
Oh god, I
chickens.
don't know if Toadstool's ever seen a chicken.
Oh, this is gonna be a very, very bad first impression of chickens.
Oh no.
They're gonna go right up on the list with waterfowl.
All right. Let's see. As of right now, it does not appear that they have noticed you. They're just walking around as chickens do around this statue.
What's the plan? going swinging, try and sneak up on him?
It might be better to go and swing and sneak up on them.
You said they were around a corner, right?
Yeah, you peered around a corner and saw them.
So we're gonna try and sneak up. Are we gonna try and get behind him, or just charge in and smack some chickens?
Charge in, smack some chickens.
Alright. You all charge in to smack these chickens, and before I
Yep.
have you all roll initiative, have you guys heard about Camp Blood Hub, where you can— I'm kidding. Okay, roll for initiative.
No, do it.
You just use Camp Backbeat to save yourself
Um,
a Jason mask. Yes, go ahead.
I don't control my thing.
You can't control your thing? I see.
My token.
Let me see. Can you control it now?
No.
Weird.
I'm gonna try reloading the page.
Okay.
So you said to roll initiative?
Yes, you may roll initiative. Well, hang on. Is Toadstool here?
Yes.
Okay, I thought it was gone. Alright, yeah. Everybody roll initiative.
I was momentarily. I was just grabbing whiskey.
Ah.
Only the important
14.
things.
14, understood.
10.
10? Okie dokie.
I got a 3, but it was actually a nat 1 plus 2.
Nat
Oh, I
ones
thought
don't
mine
matter
was
initiative.
I got a 6.
All right, Krazier, it's all on you.
So,
There we
okay, I heard...
go.
So, okay, so T is here, and then Z is here. Okay. And that's where then go, and so we should be good to go. Alright, it will be their turn first.
Goody.
And they immediately notice you and then do some very aggressive clucking. And then, let's see, what's their speed? Oh, I see, right, I forgot about this. Oh, I cannot see this grid. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 1, 2. This one flies over to Grim. And so that means...
Toadstool is still on his shoulder at this moment.
Fantastic. So you
Knock out
both...
this-
You both will get 1. As they swarm you. And
I
this
love that.
one
I'm
will
having...
also get to you, but will be unable to do anything. So there will be 1 attack on Grim, 1 attack on Toadstool. They are going
Are
to
they-
fly to bite you. Yes?
I was gonna say, how are they attacking Toadstool if he's on top? He's 8 feet off the ground. Okay, they can fly.
They
Got it.
fly, yes.
Okay. I was say.
They are flying
Look at
chickens.
all those chickens.
Oh yeah, there's...
I'm having Kuko flashbacks.
All right.
Eric, I want you to know that I hope that you're getting very much PTSD from your past PCs by the themes of the past 2 sessions of mine right now. Anyway, we're going to do a
Yes,
bite
how
attack
much?
on Toadstool. Oh, it's a natural 20, would you look at that?
I have 8 hit points.
Anyways,
Wouldn't they attack Grim first?
I'm just doing his first because I felt like it.
Aw.
Oh, sucks.
So 2, 3...
You
Please take
are-
4 biting damage.
That's half my life.
And do a Constitution saving throw at advantage.
no.
What'd you say?
At advantage.
Oh, well, that's something, I suppose.
Oh,
I'm not gonna use that die anymore, because that's already rolled me 2 nat 1s. Come on, baby. Papa needs to not die. Okay, that's a 14.
You see the creature look at you, and you look back at its eyes, and your eyes feel stuck for a minute, like almost like they got heavier in your sockets, but
Heebie-jeebies.
it goes away pretty quickly. And so, that was that one, and now it will. The other one will bite Grim. Does. Oh my goodness, I love this die. I'm gonna keep this one forever. This is gonna be a dirty 20 to hit.
Oh yeah, that hits.
Okay.
Damn it, I got bit by a chicken.
Please take 5 damage.
Ugh,
That one hurts more.
that's a dangerous chicken right
It's a
there.
very dangerous chicken.
Do I also need to do a Constitution save?
I am currently reading something right now. Hang on.
Okay.
Yes, you do. At advantage.
With advantage?
Yes.
Okay, the first one was a nat 1.
I
The
see.
second one was 13 plus 5, 18.
18. Your head feels harder to turn for a slight second, but it goes away pretty quickly. And so, that was their turn. It is now Quizier's turn.
Okay, Kusir is gonna move closer, cast Fate of Shield on herself, and use a mace attack on this cock and
Understood.
the chicken.
Yes, the chicken.
$20.
20. That is absolutely an hit.
Ooh.
6 damage.
6 damage. You bat down that chicken back onto the ground and is not happy about it. Kind of just gives a squawk. Alright.
And that's my turn.
Fantastic. Grim, it is your turn.
I'm gonna lift my great axe up over Toadstool's head and bring it smashing down to the one in front of me.
Understood.
Does natural 20 plus 5.
Sorry, they're
my
immune to
God.
criticals.
Oh, they are?
No, you're fine. You're good. Go.
We eating good tonight, boys. 6 plus 6 is 12 plus 3. 15.
15 damage. You
Yep.
immediately bloody this chicken, and a wing comes off of it as it now starts to flop on the ground.
I think that's pathetic.
Oh man.
Oh no, and now I'm just thinking of this Grim PNG with like this like what is it? Skinner pathetic
Yeah,
meme.
Skinner. And that's my turn. Yep.
That's your turn. Okie dokie. That makes it Toadstool's turn.
My turn.
Yes.
Goody goody gumdrops. Okay, I'm gonna go ahead and target this hombre in the middle with poison spray.
Okie doke.
So I need a Constitution saving throw, DC 13.
DC 13 Constitution saving throw on the one in the middle. That would mean that it makes it. That makes it. It won the saving throw.
Never mind then.
You
Nothing
missed.
happens.
All right. It is now Zeph's turn. Oops, wrong. What was Zeph?
Oh, I couldn't hear any of you.
Oh, yeah, it's your
is it my
turn.
turn?
Yes.
Okay. I'm gonna go 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, and I'm gonna roll to punch the chicken.
Punch the chicken. Fantastic.
Chicken.
If you hit it hard enough, you might be able to cook it.
Yes. This is real science.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, that's gonna be 4 damage, and I can
Alright.
use my bonus action to hit it again, right?
Yes. If you're offhand. Let's see if you have 2 up and fighting.
I don't think a 9 is going to hit.
No, it does not hit. Is that the end of your turn?
Yeah.
Alright. So now we have 3. The bottom one is going to bite Grim. Does a 11 hit?
An 11 does not hit.
Alright, the middle one will attack Toadstool.
Of course it will.
Does a 19 hit?
Hold on, let me see if I can do something. Let me see if I can try not to die.
Crystal, get the fuck out of here. Jump,
Yeah, why are
run,
you in the back, Toadstool?
run.
Yeah, that wouldn't do anything. It'd still fuck me. So no, I'm gonna take that. Is what's gonna happen.
Please accept.
Oh,
Please
God.
accept 2 damage
Okay, I'm still
Oh.
standing.
and redo that con saving throw
With advantage?
with advantage. Yes.
Let's see here.
I need to get more combat
Okay.
music in here.
That's gonna be 21.
21. Yeah, you make it.
Meanwhile, Toadstool just like dramatically gets knocked off of Grim's shoulder and just falls to the ground.
All right. Oof.
Just take fall damage from an 8-foot fall.
No, only a 10-foot.
No, I think it's
Okay.
10.
That would suck ass.
That's how you die.
Little 3-foot Toadstool falling from 8-foot Grim splat.
All
Only
right.
I was a little bit taller.
And the third one is going to attack Quasier. That's cocked. Does a 8 hit Quasier?
No.
Fantastic. Okay, that is their turn.
I'm getting natural 20s and 19s and they're getting 8.
It is now your turn, Quasier.
Life ain't fair.
Quasier, it's your turn. If
Okay, I didn't hear it. So
Oh,
okay.
sorry.
So I'm gonna mace attack the
second kitchen?
That's
Okay.
Our friend hit with a critical. I'm gonna
critical?
cast
Nice.
bonus action cast bonus action cast healing word on. Okay, give me a second. I'll do one thing at a time.
you're good.
Does that hit the middle chicken?
Yes, that does hit the middle chicken.
That's 4 damage. Okay, so I'm gonna cast healing word on Toadstool, who I believe it's dying.
Yeah, I'm at 2 of 8.
All right. So you're free to roll the healing, or if you want to have Toadstool roll the healing, that is also acceptable.
I will rather have Toadstool roll the healing.
All right, go
Okay,
ahead
what
and
do I
heal
roll?
yourself.
What am I rolling?
1d4 plus their spellcasting modifier.
That's wisdom, so plus 3.
Sick. So I get 6 hit points back, and I'm
Hey, you're
at
back.
full. Yeah, Toadstool is unkillable.
Nice. With a single turn, Quizzy manages to bonk a chicken and also revive the gnome. And so, we will move on to Grim.
I'm swinging back down on the same chicken. I'm going to try and cuff its other wing.
All right.
Does a 17 hit?
Absolutely.
Go ahead and take yourself. I thought it was a 9. Damn. 6 plus 3. 9 points of damage.
9 points of damage. You aim for the second wing in terms to try and cleave it off the body. However, you do miss. However, you miss and get rid of its head. And so now it is now a dead chicken. This probably sounds really bad out of context. These are not these are not just chickens. These are in fact very bad chickens. For anybody who is listening, who hasn't seen the picture. Yeah,
But do they
they're very
actually
bad
taste like
chickens.
chicken?
I can show what they look like again. Do they taste like chicken? I mean, you gotta find out.
Yeah, we could have like an evil
Experiment
chicken
time.
picnic.
Yeah.
Oh, wow, that is a nasty chicken.
Yeah.
I hadn't
Yeah.
seen that yet. That is a nasty chicken.
Yeah.
All right, that's my turn.
All right, Toadstool, it's your turn.
It's my turn.
Yes.
Oh, wow. Thanks. I'm gonna fucking Ray of Frost.
Aw.
This one down here.
Okie dokie.
So I rolled a hit that time. Yeah. Let's see. 15 plus 5, so dirty 20.
Mm-hmm.
Okay.
That'll do it.
And I believe it is, yeah, that's gonna be 8 points of frost damage, and speed is reduced by 10 feet.
All right, 8 points
And then
of damage.
Toadstool's gonna just go.
He's just gonna go.
Yeah, he's just gonna go.
Okay. He's had enough for today.
He's had enough of being the hero.
Yep. And so
He did some stuff. He did some stuff.
you freeze the chicken's feathers, and it actually drops to the ground from when it was flying. And so now it is Zeph's turn.
Woo woo.
Great. You'll never guess what I'm gonna do this turn.
What are you gonna
I'm
do
gonna
this turn?
punch the chicken.
Nice.
I'm gonna punch the chicken.
Nat 20,
All
nat
right.
20, nat 20, nat 20, nat 20.
Come on. Keep rolling off the table. Hold on. Actually, it's a dirty 20. But
Oh, nice.
there is still good. Okay. Oh, that's gonna be 6 damage, and
6
I'm
damage.
gonna roll to take another swing.
Got it.
17,
17 hits.
and that's gonna be 3 damage.
3
So,
damage.
All in all, 7 damage.
You smack this chicken back to the ground, and you see one of its legs crack. It is officially bloodied. And so, with that, it is back to their turn. And with these strikes that are happening, we're gonna have, let's see. Who killed the chicken? You killed the chicken,
I
Grim.
killed
So,
the chicken.
Grim, you are gonna take
killed
a chicken attack. So, that's gonna be
I want to
15.
use- I'm
15?
gonna use my reaction and
Yes.
impose disadvantage on the chicken attack with my
Protection?
Shield of the Faithful.
Shield of Faith?
Yeah. Shield of the
Does-
Faithful.
Shield of the Faithful. I see. That is something. I thought you did something different. Yes, that works. So disadvantage.
Oh,
That will be a 13 instead.
that does not hit.
Does not hit. All right. Quizir steps in and blocks the attack. And now we're gonna have one chicken attack Zeph. That is a 5.
No, that doesn't hit.
It, still disoriented, it completely whiffs. And it is now Quizir's turn.
Wait, my turn already?
Yes. Yep.
Yeah.
Oh. So out of spell slots, so I'm just gonna whack the chicken with my mace.
All right.
Ooh.
6.
6. A 6 misses, unfortunately.
Yeah.
Okay, so now I move over here if it's possible.
Yeah.
All
Pretty
right.
sure you still have move.
Yeah, you can do that. And is that the end of your turn?
Okay, that's my turn.
All right, Grim, it is your turn.
I assume this one that's down here is the one that is is he look? What is that? I assume that one's looking the best off because it's only
Yes.
attacked like once.
Yes.
Mighty swing. 21 to hit.
Oh yeah, that hits.
Oh, sorry.
No, it's fine.
Oh,
You can
my
curse
bad.
here.
That's a 1 on the die plus 3, 4.
Oh, that's a miss.
Or that's damage.
Oh,
That's 40. It was a
sorry,
21 to hit. I
I'm
rolled 4
stupid.
damage.
Right, 4 damage. All right, so you officially swing down on this chicken. You don't get a full purchase on it, but you do manage to make it bloodied.
Hmm.
And so now, it is Toastle's turn.
My turn again.
Yes.
All right. I'm going to repeat the process and fire another ray of frost at this one that Zeph is up against.
Okay.
Ooh.
23 to hit.
That hits.
Woo! 5 points of frost damage, and speed reduced by 10 feet.
It is not looking good at all. It looks really rough. It looks half frozen.
I guess we'll have
Any
to
blood
thaw it.
coming off of this bad chicken is immediately turning into like a crystalline slush.
Oh, okay, never mind. We probably won't thaw this.
And so now it is Zeph's turn.
Alright. You know what I'm going to do!
Oh, heck yeah.
Kick it.
That's a 12.
That's a hit.
Oh, it is! Oh, I didn't think it would be. That's gonna be 6 damage, and I'm gonna roll the hit again.
The chicken poofs and feathers. It is dead.
Oh, it's dead. Okay. So, can I move to the other one and make the hit against it? Is that allowed?
What's what?
Since I still have my bonus action, swing, can I move over to the other chicken to hit it?
Yes.
Or okay. Okay. Then I'm gonna do that.
Okay, I want you to give me a perception check.
Oh, okay. Oh, right. Yeah, that's something. My perception is +2. So that's a 6.
That's a
So
6.
I do not perceive, probably.
Yeah, you're focused on the heat of battle. You have killed one chicken, and you've gotten the bloodlust, and now you're a tunnel vision on this next one, waiting for the next strike. And so now, it is the chicken's turn, and it's going to be a strike on Grim. Does a 19 hit?
A 19 does hit.
Please take 2 damage and do the con saving throw.
Uh, 22.
Oh yeah, you're fine. And so, yeah. It is now Quizier's turn.
Natural 20.
Alright. This
So
chicken's going down.
How do you do the criticals? Do
Uh,
you roll an extra die?
Double the dice in the attack, and then add it once.
I believe that will be an 11.
11 damage. This chicken is looking squished, but it is still moving somehow. It is barely hanging on. It is now
Still wriggling.
It's still wriggling, and it is now Grimm's turn.
I assume because it is wriggling, it is very, very, very hurt.
Oh yeah.
He's not raging. I'm gonna just swing my axe again.
Alright.
Actually, no, that's good. That's a 15 to hit.
Oh yeah, you got it.
Go ahead and take yourself 8 points slashing damage.
That chicken is in half.
Excellent.
Alright, Toadstool, it's your turn.
You know what? I might switch it up just a little bit.
Oh, is it not dead?
Wow. Oh.
No, I don't think I
almost
will.
dead.
I'll do Air
Oh, no,
Frost
it's
again.
dead.
This time on the
On what?
last remaining chicken.
That's not a chicken.
That's a
What is
statue.
that? That's a statue.
That's a, oh.
Wait.
Wait.
You guys
Wait,
have been
what?
fighting these chickens, and you remember that you were going to charge at them where they were, and where they were, there was a statue. But they went after you first. And once you all have cleared these 3 chickens, you find that the statue is actually right next to all of you.
Oh.
Air Frost.
Not again.
Against the statue.
Alright.
It's gonna be a 13 to hit.
A 13 to hit. Frost creeps over the statue, but it appears to do nothing.
Dude. Okay.
Are we still in initiative order?
Yes.
Oh.
You all are looking at the statue, and you're not sure how it got here. And then all of a sudden, something begins to drip out of the hands, and then it claws at Zeph.
Oh.
Can I react?
No. Did you use your reaction this turn, or was it last turn?
Your reaction is not within... Does your reaction go up within 5 feet or within 10 feet?
I don't.
5 feet from the one that I need to protect.
Okay, then that works, yes.
Oh. Yeah.
And so, with that, with the disadvantage, it reliably misses. With the quick warning by
Hooray.
Quizier. But it did in fact move and swipe, and something fell off of its hand. And it is now Zeph's
Oh.
turn.
Okay. I'm gonna pull out my stick, and I'm gonna whack it.
Okie dokie, I'm gonna drop
Yes.
what this is in the Discord.
Oh no. I have a feeling it's going to be worse
Oh.
than the chicken. Let me look.
Oh, we love that. Oh, that's a
gross.
fella. That's what that is. That's a fella.
Oh god.
Alright,
Uh,
so what's your turn?
I'm going to try and whack it with a stick.
Okie dokie, whack off a stick.
18?
18 hits.
Alright. You won't believe this, but I rolled a 1 on the d6, so...
I've been there.
I don't... I think I do have proficiency with that, though, so I think that's a 3.
You don't add proficiency to damage dice rolled.
No, I meant like with the weapon.
The modifier.
Oh, the modifier? The hit?
Yeah. No, to damage.
Ah, yes.
So 3 damage.
3 damage?
Yeah.
Alright, you take a hearty whack at this thing, right at the torso, and hairline fractures scatter across the whole entire thing. You're actually surprisingly shocked about how effective your stick was at actually hurting this creature.
I don't trust it. Do not trust it.
Kazir, it's your turn.
Okay, so well, this worked well the last time, and she cast what's the Sacred Flame.
Sacred Flame, alright. That'll be a dexterity saving throw on my end. Despite it being a statue, it effectively dodges out of the way of the flame with a natural 20.
Oh no!
That's a nimble rock right there.
It's a nimble rock. It's just like, you don't even see it move. It's just like, it's like 1 second it's there, and the next second it's like 2 feet away. Completely dodging it. And it's now Grimm's turn.
Grim's getting flashbacks to fighting the gargoyle on the ride to Par's Crossing. So he's actually gonna rage. And he's gonna move up to it and do what he did last time and try and grapple it. So it can't move its arms.
That'll be an opposed strength check. Athletics.
Athletics, yep.
Yep.
Oh, I scrolled off the thing I needed to read. No, yep, okay. Ooh. That is going to be a 23.
Wow. The DC was 20. You managed to... It feels weird because in every sense this is acting much like a statue and only very quickly actually showing movement, but you do hold it down in some semblance. It's kind of awkward as the hands are outstretched, but you feel like you have a rather good restraint on this creature.
Perfect.
And it is now Toadstool's turn.
Now Toadstool's turn. He's not fucking around. So, Ray of Frost didn't do anything, and he did not like that. So what he's gonna do instead is he's gonna expend one of his spell slots to cast Magic Missile.
Wow!
Okay.
Yeah. Guaranteed damage.
Guaranteed damage! You love to see
5
it.
points, force damage.
5 points. Okay.
Wait, that's wrong. That'd be physically impossible. It's gonna be 8 points because they each
8
get
points.
+1.
They do all each get +1. 3 magic bolts pelt this statue, and it is missing hunks now. It is looking pretty bad. You think, at least. It's hard to gauge. And so, it is now its turn. It's restrained. It'll have disadvantage on this attack, but it will still try to claw at the thing restraining it. It's a miss. Yeah, that's a miss.
Wow.
Its hand jerks back almost like a fluid and strikes at Grim, but finds no purchase. And it is now Zeph's turn.
Alright. Gonna roll the bonk it with a stick again.
All right.
Does an 11 hit?
No.
I didn't think so. I don't think I have anything else I can do as a bonus action currently.
All right.
So that's the end of my turn.
Kuzir, it's your turn.
Okay, Wizard moves a little between the two of her teammates and tries to cast Sacred Flame.
All right. That is a 12.
He fails.
He fails. All right, roll damage.
3 radiant damage.
3 radiant damage. The beam from the sacred flame just completely and totally dries the rock. It begins to turn more porous and rough textured. You feel like at any moment this thing can topple, but it is still standing. Grim, it's your turn.
I can't remember what we did for this, but I would like to put the squeeze on it again.
It's just another opposed athletics check.
Put in the opposed athletics. Okay.
Yes. DC appears to be 9 at this time.
That is a 12. That's a 17.
Alright. So, after the rock considerably weakens and turns into a porous state due to the flames and the sheer pelting from Toadstool with the magic missiles and with the effective stick in else, Grim may do the killing blow to this creature.
Whoa!
You watch as Grim just begins to pull his arms inward, almost trying to get his arms to touch, and there's a resounding crack as his arms cave through the creature's sides, meeting in the middle, and its top half topples off to the ground, shattering against the road.
It had 2 HP.
Wonderful.
And then, yeah, congratulations.
Yeah.
We will now drop out of initiative.
Ah,
Kutir
Ursula is going to.
so,
Okay, Kusiri is gonna get closer to Toadstool. And are you okay, Toadstool? Those chickens were really mean to you.
Yes. Thank you. And he's just going to like immediately just start shuffling back over to Grim. As he's often wont to do.
Mm.
But first he's actually going to take a detour and he's going to stop by like one of the dead chickens and like inspect it a little bit. So can I actually like roll an investigation, try and figure out what that thing is?
It would be a...
Or nature, or whatever. Arcana.
It's not nature, it's Arcana.
Imagine actually organically using Arcana. Wild. That's a 13.
A 13. You know these creatures. They appear every now and again in the Fetid Wilds. You try to avoid them. They are cockatrices.
Gotcha.
Petrification monsters.
Yeah, no bueno. I'm gonna just try and pluck a few of the feathers.
Okay, doke.
I can actually help with that because I had a question.
Sure.
I know Grim beheaded one and cut one in half. Can he essentially try and harvest a cockatrice like breast off of them?
That's
Oh my
a
God.
that's a
Oh,
survival check.
It's a survival check?
Yes. You're proficient with cook's utensils. I would give you advantage.
I am not proficient in cooking utensils, but it's a 19.
It's a 19.
15 plus
You
4.
managed to get 4 cockatrice fillets.
Ooh.
Wait. Does that make proper sense? A fillet is not the whole entire thing. It's like half of one, right? Yeah.
I think so, yeah.
Yeah. So yeah, you get 4 of those.
Ooh. Grim's gonna nod, put them in his satchel, and he's gonna look at the is the bottom half of the statue still like just standing there,
Yes,
like useless? He's gonna kick it over so it shatters.
and it does.
And he's gonna just walk back over to Toadstool.
Zeph's gonna say, so, another statue? I don't really think this is a coincidence. Something's up.
At least we know that they're pretty easy to take care of.
After around this time, you start to notice that windows begin to open around the village, doors creak open, and people look out side to side, seeing if it's safe or not.
As Toadstool like notices the windows opening, he's going to like defensively like point his wand at each of them.
They all kind of flinch back.
Grim's gonna put his arm on Toadstool's and like lower it towards the ground. There won't cause us any trouble.
Eventually, one or two more notable people of the village seem to walk out, and they graciously thank you for dealing with the issue.
It's our pleasure. Was it only these 3 that were giving you guys trouble? You guys know if
Yes,
there are more?
I think so. You know what they say about cockatrice. They usually come in thrice.
All right then.
I know it's inconsequential, but Bounty, I hate you for that.
I know you do.
I had to mute for a second and snort. I guess.
Disgusting.
I guess we make our way back towards the wagon to wake up Rodovin.
Alright, you knock heavily on the carriage door, and like you hear like an audible like crash and a thud, and he opens up the carriage. Did you guys do it?
Was there any doubt?
Oh no, not at all. Hey, any appendages missing? Anything like that?
Nope. 3 dead. What'd you say the word, Toadstool?
Cockatrice.
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 And 1 crushed statue.
Oh, fantastic. Oh, nasty things those are.
I produce the feathers and hold them out to Rodovin.
Oh, you even collect some of the feathers. You can keep those if you want.
Toadstool's just gonna nod. He's gonna start like turning around and like start sticking them into his cloak to just add them.
Oh.
Alright, well, if that's the job, that's the job. Let's go head back. I'll turn in the notice, and then we'll all get paid.
Right.
Money.
Yes, money.
Money.
What's
Truly,
the sky look like right now?
the greatest thing in the world. Let me go just check real quick. It is pretty cloudy out.
Humidity?
Humidity? It's a fairly humid place. You're pretty close to the swamp.
Wind?
Wind? Let me check. Pretty still.
Thank you for humoring me. Toadstool is going to be.
Oh
nice
no,
and
it's
calm,
fine.
just,
I looked out my window.
Oh, sick. Yeah. Toadstool's gonna be sort of calmed by this, and he's gonna look kind of like drowsy as he climbs into the back of the cart.
All right, Rodovin will hop back onto the cart as well, and you all will set off unless there's anything left you want to do in this village.
Does the village have a name?
Yeah, of course it did. Think there wouldn't be a name to the village?
Yeah, what's the name of the village?
Beodale.
Beodale?
Beodale. Bayodale.
Beodale, got it.
Bayodale, yes.
Alright.
Alright, and you set off back down the road. Rodovin whistles a tune every now and then, A random bird in the forest will squawk. And
Is he?
eventually, yes, he is.
Are they familiar? Is it the same sound?
Same sound.
Okay.
And
Toadstool's not going to look out the window this time. He's just going to like rest his back against the side wall of the cart.
And eventually you'll make it back into Par's Crossing. Radovan will go to the guard barracks with a paper in hand, and then walk out with a pouch in hand. And he will hop back onto the driver's seat, open the window, and dispense pay. It is a gold piece apiece.
Okay.
I want a perception check.
From who?
Anybody?
23.
23.
Oh,
Grim,
wow.
you noticed that the cut substantially leaned towards Radovan.
I figured. I didn't need to roll perception to guess that.
Warlock, your audio is being a little funky. All right. And so,
Grim's gonna look at Radovan and just kind of clear his throat.
huh? Yes. Is there an issue?
How about the rest of it?
Ah, yes. Sorry, I was just doing some mental math in the head, working out the expenditures and all. Yes, here. And then he'll give you all an extra 3.
At that point, does it seem like it's...
Yes, that seems more fair.
Appreciated, Radovan.
Of course, anytime. I love to work with reliable people. As a matter of fact, how about we return back to the temple and perhaps maybe we can negotiate contracts to perhaps keep you all on full time.
Ooh. We'll of course need to talk as a group first, but for what it's worth, I have no complaints with continuing to work with you, Radovan.
Ah, yes. And before you all do your discussing, please let me try and tie a carrot to the bait, sort of speaking. The next job for full-time guards, that is we are going to be relocating back to Octus Ray. There is some odd-end jobs the coachmen have there that perhaps need a bit more of a reliable group of people to help make sure it goes smoothly.
Just Ray?
Ray?
Yes, Octus Ray. That's where the work is at these days for the coachmen.
There's another town?
Oh, it's the biggest one.
I believe I remember something being said about it on the first session.
Grim's gonna pull out the map and look at it. Does he
Okay.
recognize the general location of it?
Yes.
We passed by it.
We could talk about that separately.
Okay.
You know what? I'll do it.
Fantastic. The pay is so much more better.
Well,
I'm sure it is.
But
suppose we
of
can-
course, there will have to be the contract signing and the initiation and the blood rite and all of the things that you have to give up to be a part of the coachman, but we'll worry about those details in the contract. And that is where
Blood
we'll
rite.
end tonight's session.
Uh-huh. Cool.
Ah,
Did you say blood right?
He said
Yes.
blood, right?
The blood right.
blood
uh,
right? Oh my
uh,
god.
Experience did we get? I want to be level 2.
Everybody gets 125 experience points.
God damn it!
No, get away.
God damn it!
That is from the
How much?
combat. 25 from the 125 from the combat. As well as, since you have scored affinity points with the coachman on this side, I will award everybody an additional 50.
So we get level 2?
You guys get level 2.
Hog.
However, don't get too excited yet. Don't get too excited just
Got us.
yet. You may only
Oh my
add to the
God.
hit point maximum.
Oh, what?
What?
You may only add to the hit point maximum.
So I don't get my subclass.
You do not get your subclass.
Ugh. When
You
do
may
we get that?
you may prepare the
Yeah.
mechanics of your subclass, and I assure you that all of you will get your level 2 features in next session. However, you will get it in roleplay.
Oh, okay. That's fair.
Interesting, interesting.
So we can go ahead and.
Alright then. Well, you know,
Yep.
I'm gonna go ahead and roll my 1d6 hit die and see what I get.
Ooh.
My Monopoly die.
Monopoly die.
My Monopoly die. Oh lord, okay. Let's see here.
I rolled an 11 on my D12.
Oh, you love to see it.
I rolled a 5 on my
Oh
d6.
God.
Nice.
Yeah.
Did
That's
That
really
means
good.
did the
I-
statue scare you all?
No.
It was
Grim,
pretty
Grim just crushes them.
but it wasn't scary.
When did you notice it was moving?
Kind of.
Did you notice immediately?
I noticed right away.
Notice right
That
away.
you was
I
just
noticed
like
it was
pushing
creepy, but
forward.
I hadn't really-
I noticed it moving, but I didn't knew it was a statue.
Yeah, I thought it was just another bigger bird.
I knew as soon as you said statue that shit was gonna happen.
Yep. Well, I'm gonna go ahead and end the stream. Thank everybody for watching and checking out the VOD. If you are, anything like that, any lurkers, have a good one. Chat, and then yeah.